1, 2. Oh, here we are. Here we are. You can hear me. We're with the broken circle. Let's do a bit of the old big face. Let's get the old big face out. And as you can see today, something a bit different. If I go A7S and filters, and we've got a chroma key. Oh, you can already see it, look, yeah. That's my green screen behind me. It's not the world's best green screen, but it's a green screen. There's a little few gaps, but we're good. What that allows us to do is see more of the game when we're playing. So that's nice. Little improvements, little steps forward, aren't they? Little steps forward, but they're steps. They're steps. Little steps. And what we're doing today, I'll do the hi, you're with Scott with the big face. Hi, you're with Scott. This is Battery Exhausted, my channel. It's midnight. It's always midnight. This is your right ear and your left ear. This is mono. We stream on Twitch under the name Ganji Kid. There we go. Hello, capital K. Hello, capital K. Good to have you here. I'll show you what we're doing. Whee! Journey of a Broken Circle. Journey of a Broken Circle. Felt that I was a bit too negative on stream the other day. Felt that I got into a bit of a ranty mode. Felt hijacked by the marketing in the news. So I thought we'd do something a little bit different. A nice relaxing, chilled out game. I don't want to be negative on stream. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be negative. And you know what? I even looked at some of those ASMR channels with the fast tapping, and I thought to myself, well, they're doing their thing. They're doing it the way they want to. They're exploring it the way they want to. They're enjoying it. It might not be that I enjoy fast tapping, but some people do, so fair enough. Fair enough. I've even changed my mind about fast tapping. Not that I like it, but some people do, so let them enjoy it. Let those fast tappers enjoy success. That's what I say now. Weird. But it's true. It's how I feel. We can review that another time. We can do some ASMR reviews, maybe. Maybe. I had a little look into art and critique as well, how to be an art critic, the sort of things that art critics do and say. And something really interesting came up. We'll talk about this a little bit before we start Broken Circle, because why not? We're talking about it. Something really interesting came up, which was the idea that to be an art critic, you have to spend time with the work. Also, that being an art critic doesn't mean you say bad things. It means you explore the work, your ideas about the work, the ideas of the person who made the work, and you discuss. And it occurred to me while I was thinking about these things that my perspective on non-traditional, modern, third wave ASMR is a little bit tainted. It's a little bit wrong. That I'm not spending enough time with the work so that I can experience it fully and given a sort of an appraisal over a period of time. And I've always said in the ASMR work that it's not about relaxation. It doesn't have to be about relaxation. It's about tingles and responses. And if these people are doing fast taps and their audience are getting the responses and telling them they are, then I'm not going to argue with that. It doesn't work for me, but it works for them. So thumbs up, fair play. They've explored a different area of ASMR to the norm at the time, and they've found something that they enjoy. So that's good. Hello, chat. Look, chat's even working today, so it seems like we're going to have a good one, doesn't it? What we've been doing is we've been looking at this game, Journey of the Broken Circle. It's an indie game. It won an award for narrative design in 2020. We've played a couple of levels alone. We discovered the circle alone, and we rolled our way to the storm, where we had to push through some obstacles. We met Sticky, a little seed, who has joined us on our journey to aid us and allows us to stick onto things. And then we've been in the ice cave, some slips, some splooshes, our first few deaths. We've been on thin ice, slips, splooshes, a couple more deaths. And now we're getting heated. It's not a long game. It's not a long game. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more levels. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a session. So we've probably got 2 more sessions. And hello, Milton Keynes. I used to go to Milton Keynes quite a lot to go to Slamming Vinyl. What we're trying to do is, we're doing this playthrough a little bit differently to other streamers. What we're going to do is we're going to try and do it. What we're going to try and do is we're trying to give everyone that's watching, all of us, the Ganji Puka Warrior crew, a good chance to feel the game. We're going to talk about it as we go. We're going to pause and talk. And at the end of it all, we're going to do a review. But it's not going to be a review. It's not going to be like gameplay, 10 points, graphics, 5 points. It's going to be... That's too big. No, let's stay here because I like the little sound. It's going to be an art review. So it's going to be like a critique, a discussion. And what I'd quite like, I mean, I don't know, it doesn't have to happen, but it'd be nice, wouldn't it? If you guys, you girls, you people of non-binary definition, if you if you want to join in when we have our discussion at the end, then stick around, watch the game, maybe play it yourself. Maybe. I'm not selling things, but it's out there. We're playing it on Switch, and then we'll discuss the arts, the game as a work of art, how it made us feel, the themes it brought up, what kind of things it might discuss itself, the way we feel about it at the end. We'll do a discussion about it. And then maybe, like we said, to be a good critic, we should revise that discussion at a later date. So maybe after we play a few more games, not the microphone, I'm sorry, then we'll come back and we'll revise our definitions and our ideas and maybe think differently. But first of all, we've got to play through. So let's carry on in our little journey of a broken circle. This is designed to be a narrative platformer. Ah! There's our little introduction. Ah! Designed to be a narrative platformer. So it's interesting that we so far haven't found it to be very frustrating. There's been, as much as the circle enjoyed rolling with Sticky, it started to get annoyed with its sulkiness. There's been a little bit of back and forth between Circle and Sticky. And the cat is now meowing. She's waited until we started streaming to want to come in. So now I've got to deal with the cat. It will literally be a second, just opening a door. See, wasn't even gone long. We had a big cat fight this morning when I came down the stairs this morning. To the ambience of cats going, came downstairs and there was a cat outside in our garden looking in, and our cats were inside looking out, and they were going, and as soon as I said, "Who's that outside?" our cat ran out round the cat flap. She's got a cat flap. I don't have to let her in. She's in and out the cat flap. There she is. Come on. We're telling them about what you did. There she is. She went out in the cat flap. She ran out and she bashed the other cat. Didn't you? You bashed the other cat. There she is. That's Detective Shakima Greggs. Cat basher. Yep. So we already had all that this morning. Look, what's going on? As much as Circle enjoyed rolling with Sticky, why haven't I got any sound now? It started to get annoyed with its sulkiness. I haven't got any sound. Oh no, there is sound. This is great. Let's stay for a while. No, look at those balloons, Sticky. Let's go and find out where they come from. All right. You see, Sticky wants to stick around. It's a seed. And I imagine at some point we'll find the ideal place to plant Sticky. And Circle wants to journey and find its missing piece. That's a theme that we've been discovering. And I was saying that so far nothing. Sticky, on the other hand, started to despise the circle's urge to constantly move forward. Oh, they're falling out. But so far nothing's been frustrating. Nothing's been too difficult. But it's also provided us with a gentle progression, and we feel comfortable playing something that's not asking too much of us. And I'd said before that some games can, certainly with these meditative games, certainly some games without much challenge, maybe they can be boring because you're not actually interacting very much, you're not challenged. But this is providing us with such a subtle level of challenge that it allows us to feel comfortable, that we're not bored, and that there's enough stimulus. It's interesting. So yeah, let's get on today. Sticky, on the other hand, started to despise the circle's urge to move forward. My sister's dog can hear our cat, so we've got multiple household animal problems. There's a balloon. Can we get it? Look at those balloons. I wish I could fly. Well, I've got an idea. If we stick on a balloon, we may be able to. Whee! Oh. Nope. They're just in the foreground. Okay? And as you see, look, we're just rolling along a pleasant scene. No challenge there in that little section. Just something pleasant to enjoy. Balloons. Hey, hello. You look beautiful with all your colourful balloons. Ooh. That's an interesting sound those balloons are making. It doesn't do it for me. It makes me go, ooh. Well, hello there. And thank you. They're my pride. Just remember, you cannot touch them. Well, I haven't been able to so far. And also important that pride is not a virtue. I'm Dr. Balloonbush. Do you have any titles? So far, we've only met organic entities, and strange that there should be a Dr. Balloonbush. No, not really. I'm a circle. And I'm sticky. Oh, but you do look exactly like someone who wants an introduction to existentialism. Am I right? Do we want an introduction to existentialism? Yes. Yes. Super Trooper. What? Hey, circle, it seems a bit crazy. Let's go. Look at it. It's fascinating. Dr. Balloonbush, we need to go on, or please tell us more. Go on, tell us more. Life begins on the other side of despair. There's been quite a few of these big statements made by these minor and inconsequential characters in the game. Life begins on the other side of despair. You exist. And in the process, you define yourself and the world in your own thoughts. And you will wander between choice, freedom, and existential angst. That's true. That's true, isn't it? I've been angsting over the existence of this stream and what we're doing. I think we're doing good work. I've got to keep it pointed at the good work. Freedom, existential angst. Name of the game. Existential angst sounds scary. Existential angst is the relation to one being aware of the possibility that life lacks meaning. So it's the relation to the fact that I know that life means nothing, causing an extreme form of anxiety and a feeling of despair or hopelessness. Very interesting. We're a Mental Health Monday stream every Monday at 8 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. Interestingly, this week the clocks will change in England, but I think it's still GMT, 8 p.m. GMT, which might be a different hour forward or back depending on where you are this week. But yeah, this is a mental health issue, isn't it? Despair, hopelessness, anxiety, coming from the idea that life is meaningless. Okay, I had it. Let's roll. Sticky. Please tell me more, Dr. Balloonbush. Yeah, let's find out stuff. Where was I? Yes. The angst. One who is an existentialist may also have the angst from the realization of one's true freedom. The normal example for this would be like standing on the edge of a cliff. Someone with anxiety may fear falling off, but someone with existential angst, however, not only fears falling off, but dreads the possibility of throwing themselves off, in a sense that nothing is holding them back. Anxiety, freedom. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Now I really want to roll on. Don't you think that's rude? Circle, don't you get it? It'll never stop talking. Okay, bye Dr. Bloombush. Nice chatting with you. Existential angst is generally held to be a negative feeling. So long. Interesting, isn't it? So what they're sort of saying is, I don't know if you've ever had this feeling yourself. Oh, hello. Never mind, let's go. Arising from the experience of human freedom and responsibility. Alright. I don't know if you've ever had this feeling before of, they call it intrusive thoughts. It's something we could talk about on stream on Mental Health Monday, of possibly throwing yourself in the road or jumping off the building, or not in a suicidal sense. Maybe if you're driving and someone's stepping out in the road, just not putting the brakes on, what would it be like if I just ran them down? You know, you have this ability to understand the negative options, and the only thing that's holding you back from performing them is you and your choice. That's a really interesting concept to bring up in such a subtle and gentle game. I was going to say this game seemed childlike at one point, and whether it's, you know, an easy introduction to platforming for children, but ideas like that might be, I don't know, they might be a bit heavy, but they might also be acceptable. What do you think's down there? Only one way to find out, and that was the end of them. Well, we've made a number of leaps of faith in this game. It's quite often asked us to jump into nothing. I don't feel we can cross the void. I'm not sure we've got the impetus to cross the void, you see, so there we go. Down we go. That was crazy. Intrusive thoughts are super real, says Capital K. Yeah, they definitely are. And it's quite normal as well. And a lot of people might think, oh my, what am I thinking like this for? Oh, but it's quite normal. Wee. Oosh. Boosh. Oof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have we soft-locked? We can't soft-lock ourselves, can we? We can get out of there, look. There we go. Oh, there's a cheeky mushroom over there. Up on top of that one. We like the mushrooms. We want to collect them. Should we see if we can get out? I think we might have buggered it up though. I think we might need to precariously balance on that big rock to get the mushroom. Oh well. We're still on though, aren't we? We're still on. What's under here? Oh, a secret little secret path. How strange. Oh, I got a second chance to get at the mushroom, I see. We're going to miss it though. Look, we've missed that mushroom up there. Don't worry. Life's not all about mushrooms. There we go. Let's sticky and roll. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, we're flying. We made it. You see what I mean? It's just very subtle little challenge. A little enjoyable bit of flying. Whoa, did you feel that? The ground shook. Shook. I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob coming equipped with warfare. Beware, my crime family got enough shots to share for all those who want to profile a pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in these streets, cousin. Every man for himself in this land we be gunning. And keep them shook crews running like they're supposed to. They come around but they never come close to. I can see it inside your face. You're in the wrong place. Cowards like you just get your whole body laced up with bullet holes and such. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will will get touched. You can put your whole army against my team and I guarantee you it will be your very last time breathing. Your simple words just don't move me. You're minor, I'm major. You hold up in the game and don't deserve to be a player. Don't make me have to call your name out. Your crew is featherweight. My gunshots will make you levitate. I'm only 19 but my mind is old. When these things get for real, my warm heart turns cold. Another disease, another story gets told. It ain't nothing really. And your guns spark the filly. So I can get my mind off these yellowback. Sorry, it's somebody else's rap that is, and it says a naughty word there, so that's where we'll adjourn. And that was Mobb Deep and Shook Ones. But you've never heard Shook Ones with a British accent like that before. What the? Let's try and keep it on the game, because that's really going to confuse people in the edit. What is this? Oh, we're on it. That's not just the background, okay. It's like being stuck in a sauna. Have you ever been in a sauna? I've been in it. Oh, no. Oh. I've nosed it up. Bloop. Okay, at least we know what's coming. I've been in a sauna a few times. I don't really. Ooh. I've been in a sauna a few times. We're just going to talk about sauna. Saunas. For a moment before we move on. I'm not really big on the sauna. Not really a big fan of the sauna. Getting uncomfortably hot isn't really my big thing. But it is interesting, isn't it, that it's a severe sort of end of a spectrum experience. I'm just going to lean down over here for a second while you think about saunas. It's hot, isn't it? It's hot. And we're on a level here which is about heat, but the game hasn't got any real... I mean, how do we express the idea of being hot in a game like this? Well, we've got the reds. We've got that lovely colour palette. The bubbling lava. And that's interesting that humanity is associated red with... I mean, red hot things get red, don't they, when they're hot? So we've got that red association. A slight moving and rumbling on the screen, but it asked us to think about a sauna. You know, it referenced something that we may have experienced that gives us that physical feeling of that heat, that sweat. Maybe that's intentional to, you know, inspire some vibes. Interesting choice, isn't it? Interesting choice of level design here. Ooh. I felt the sweat then. Have you ever thought of just jumping in? Well, we did a second ago. In one of my more down moments, sometimes, but I'd never do it. Sometimes I think it would be easier. So now we are talking about suicide. You mean ending it all? Perhaps it's not a choice I'm willing to make. Where is all this coming from? Are you feeling a bit down? Okay, interesting choice of conversation there. So we've gone from existentialism to suicide. We've seen how that leads through that thought process. Yeah, suicide's not a good option. Not a good option. Certainly better to fight through things. Oh, we managed to stick on the side. We're up. Bit of sloopy lava there. I think that's going to do us some damage if we attach ourselves to it, isn't it? Oh. I want to go up there and see where the lava came from. I can't make it. We won't make it. We'll leave. No way. Not down there. It's way too hot. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And another repeating theme of this game is that Circle wants to push on and experiment and try things. Let's go. Ooh, I feel confused. Ooh, my controls are working backwards. Which is fine. I can easily invert my axes in my mind quite quickly. He says, pushing himself the wrong way off the cliff. There we go. Let's cool down in that lovely water. All better. You see, again, a very simple mechanic. Not overexploited. Just a little bit of a challenge. And then satisfaction. This game is very satisfying to play. In that you feel you're just ambling through it without frustration. And yet there are still some deaths, like now I'm getting pushed in reverse again. You see? But it throws you straight back where you start. So you can keep moving forward. Oh, having said that, now now we're going to discover the limits of my skills. Streamers have to be able to play games well. Ooh. And I can. I've been gaming all my life. I can play games well. Come on. Oh, the other way, the other way. Watch out for that hottie. No, no, no. It's really confusing because the change of direction is changing when I get higher up, I think. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, that's okay. And now, that's nice. Okay, we're changing direction again. Oh, but we see we don't start too far back, so it's not so frustrating. And I'm stuck in the... Right, okay. Go on, go on, go on. Yes. Up, up. Yes. No, no, not that way. Little circle. You feel it when you're about to splush off the edge. Hello, another leap of faith. Look, another big jump. Let's just do it. And I suppose we're backwards, reverse. Yeah, yeah. Up the giant phallus. Over to the... How did I manage to splush us? How did I manage to splush us then? This one first. Reverse it. And then up the phallus. And off. Go on, go on. Yeah. Up the hill. Oh, there's a lot of lava going on here, look. Boing. Can we get another boing? We got a splush. The phallus, but phallus is all right. We're allowed phallus. Look, you can allow phallus. Phallus is deliberately used to avoid the rude sex words, isn't it? So I didn't say anything rude. I said phallus, Phyllis, phallus. But I did set the moderation to hard moderate because in case of phallus-based problems. In case I had any phallic problems, I set the moderator to hard moderate. There we go. We're talking about the game in the context of art, and we've come to our first piece of difficult frustration, and they've thrown it all on us quite quick, all at once. We've gone from reverse controls now into screaming lava. Sorry, I saw that capital K used the word screaming, and I used it. Ooh, thought I'd time that nicely then. So we've got to get our phallus jump sorted. Only a 4-hour game this, but it could turn into 8 if I can't jump the phallus. There we go. Let's go. We just got to get a bit lucky, really, haven't we? Just got to get a bit lucky. We've got one big loop, another loop, and then it comes up from the... Go. Yay! No. My controls are still reversed. Yep. Why did I preempt this by saying that the game doesn't make you feel frustrated? Going the wrong way again. There's no skip option. There's no. You just got to get good. That's right. Backwards is forwards, except that's backwards. So forwards is forwards. So now I'm hot. Now backwards is forwards. Now we're up over the phallus, and backwards is still forwards. We're still going. And what we just need here is we just need to pop through the lava and just get 2 cheeky jumps. Come on, boys. I don't say boys. I don't say... I didn't... That was... I watch a lot of other streams, and there's this... I've got to chat and talk and use my brain. I watch other streams, and they're constantly using the phrase boys. Come on, boys. Let's go, boys. What's up, boys? It's your boy Asmongold. And I love Asmongold. I think he's great. And I do appreciate that probably the majority of his viewers are male. But why are we using the phrase boys? Why aren't we using a collective noun to include all genders? And those of non-specific gender. So I will try my hardest to not use that sexist terminology. I'll try my hardest. Can't speak for everyone, but I'll try my hardest. And I'm not critiquing them, you know, it's just a phrase that they use, isn't it? Let's go, let's go. Okay. Now, come on, hold it together here. Hold it together. There goes the lava. Then there's a downward one. And then there's a gap. There goes the lava. Then there's a downward one. Let's go for the gap. Oh, I'm running the wrong way. Do you think that's I bet that's bonesed it, hasn't it? There's the bounce. There's the bounce. We're up. We're up. We're through. What's nice about this game, what's lovely about this broken circle, is that I really don't want to go on. That was a minor challenge, but we managed to do it. It wasn't too heavy, you know, if you're looking at the top platform people, that wasn't too difficult. That wasn't Super Meat Boy. But it was enough to make us feel the challenge and feel the satisfaction of completion. Yeah, the boys. We need a collective noun, don't we? That doesn't stop sticking. It's extremely annoying. It's alright, I don't mind. We need a collective noun that includes others. It is a bit annoying here that Sticky's slowing us down a little. It's not terrible though. I feel a rock slide coming on here. Let's make sure we're at the top of it. Oh. Oh. Sploosh. Okay, now we're going backwards again. Oh, this is a bit more like traditional platforming. Ah. Except it's not, because I'm going backwards, aren't I? With my old controls. Oi. Sploosh that one, please. Thank you. Sploosh. And then we're going backwards. Just gently. And he's going to slip under there. Just gently slip under there. And we're going to up top. Then we're just going to wait for it to come on. And then we're going to go the correct way backwards. Like that. We're on. Oi. Oh, no. I did that myself. I pushed it off myself because I got the old skills to pay the bills. Go on. Push that big wobbler. Let's go. Sploosh. I said earlier that I could just invert my brain. It's easy for me. It's not though, is it? What we're doing now, we're going backwards. Backwards. There we go. And we drop. Plop. Just got to concentrate on this now. Concentrate. Here we go. What's happening next? We're going up this little funnel. And then we're plopping back on on. But we're going backwards. So we're going oop-la, 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 oop-la. No, oop-la. This is... You should see me play Dark Souls. I'm better at Dark Souls. I didn't realise this game was going to end up being Souls-like. But I guess any game where you repeatedly die can now be described as Souls-like. There you go. There's no bonfires, are there? So, there's no bosses. Let's do this. Come on. We're up. Up. Other way. Up. Yes. Just drop off gently. Not into the hot lava. I can see there's a jumpy rock there, a bouncy rock, so we're going to be up on the bouncy rock in a second. I don't know where we're going. We're just going to have to reverse controls up to the bouncy. Boing. There you go. Oh, boing the wrong way. There you go. Oh, that was close. Close to disaster. But saved. See, this is a lovely, gentle game, isn't it? Feeling the heat in this underground level. First time we've been pressured by the game. A few deaths. But success. And we continue our way. As annoying as the circle feels Sticky is, this would be almost impossible without Sticky, the pine cone seed. And we're up. We're still hot, so we're still reversed. Jump into nothing. Leap of faith again. Repeatedly asking us to make leaps of faith. And there we go, our controls are back. We found it, it's the perfect place Perfect. This is where I want to stay. Oh, bless. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Sure, it's great and all, but still more to discover. Yeah, but like, I understand this pine seed. It's gone on a journey. It's moved away from its family. It likes balloons. The balloons are here. These little towers of rocks, the water, it likes it. Look at that balloons, these balloons we saw. I really wonder where they're coming from. Hey, just stay focused for a second. I said I want to stay here. This is the place I want to place my roots. So you mean not just staying for a moment, but actually staying here like forever? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. That's simply not going to happen. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? It's a bit mean of us, the circle, to I think we should understand our friends and their desires. I think that's fair, isn't it? So, not with me. Well, circles called the shots. That's for sure. I didn't say anything about it being with you, did I? I'm sick and tired of you always wanting to decide everything. That's it. I'm staying. Oh. Well, that feels like a... Is there no way I can convince you? It feels harsh because we've made progress together. No. I guess this is goodbye then. I need to go on alone again. Yes, this is goodbye. Goodbye then, Sticky. I did enjoy our journey together. I do hope you find what you're looking for, Circle. It's a bit sad, isn't it? Do you know, I actually feel a bit sad about that. But it's not about that. What it is, it's the... finally alone again. It's the analogy. Analogy, is analogy the right word? Analogy of breakups, of grief, of death. You know, of losing friends. That's what makes me feel sad about that. But it's interesting to note that at this point, the game has not made it. It's not turned it into a wake. You know, it's not turned this into a funeral and a sad moment. Well, I'm going to have to pause and gather my feelings, because if I want to talk and not cry, I'm just going to have to gather my feelings. Do you know, the green screen is better today because it's actually, I've put up a piece of green material, not just a light bulb to cover the wall, but that's a technical thing. This is important. I had a friend who lost a parent when they were young, and when they explained to me, I mean, how difficult that must have been, especially as a child, not being able to understand fully, you know, not being able to understand the whys and the hows and the injustices, just being a child. And they told me that something they did with their therapist was that they had to draw a picture. They asked them to draw a picture of a balloon and their parent floating off in the balloon, and themselves to imagine letting go of the balloon. You know, when you have a helium balloon that flies off into the sky. I think this was, you know, a therapeutic tool to help the child understand about the loss of the parent. Interestingly, this motif is here at this point in this game. That when Sticky and Circle separate, Circle's going on, Sticky's staying where they are. Balloons, hope. Do they represent hope? What do the balloons represent from you? You've never heard of a helium balloon. It's when they fill them up with lighter than air gas. It might be called something different in America, and the balloons float in the air. Lighter than air. Or maybe you're being sarcastic because everyone knows what a helium balloon is and I'm being patronising. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. This, you know, what do balloons, as a Ganji Puko warrior crew here, what do balloons mean to you in this artistic context? In this frame of separation? What do they represent? How do they make you feel? That's going to be important to come back to, I believe. A really interesting part of this story, isn't it? Separation, grief, Sorry. I mean, it's probably just called something different in America. It's probably one of those cultural things. But helium is the gas that's lighter than air. They fill the balloon with it, and then it will float off in the sky when you let go of it. In the same way as you have to let go and believe in... We don't have to believe, but we choose to believe, some of us, in this floating off into the sky. When my last dog that I talk about sometimes, Navin, he had a can of crisps yesterday. We're all learning something new. When Navin was getting old, I explained to him that when we die, we go up in the sky. He's a dog, so I don't know if you can understand it, but I used to say to him, and you go up in the sky. We'd have cuddles and stuff, and I'd say, one day you're gonna have to leave me and go up in the sky. And I'd say this to him, and then, one day I had to take him and have him put down, and feel this passing up into the sky. I don't know. Yeah. Interesting that this game about a broken circle has made us feel such strong things. Why are you back here? I've come to talk to you. I've come to just see that you're alright. Bye, circle. Okay. We'll move on. Explaining death to your dog is private. No, your dog is not allowed. Of course your dog's allowed. Okay. Here we go. I think in a way... Oh, that's the end of the level. I think in a way, my explaining to the dog about his death was my... processing and dealing with it leading up to it, and I believe that we're falling down. Well, hello, things are happening. Circle was feeling down and contemplating the breakup with Sticky. So it's about a breakup, an emotional breakup. I just wanted to finish this point that I believe we all understand impending disaster is coming. I think we all can see the future in certain ways. I mean, the dog was going to die. That was going to happen. I understood that. And so I guess I wasn't just explaining it to the dog. I was trying to deal with it myself, I guess. Circle was feeling down and contemplating the breakup with Sticky. Oh, look, I can't stick anymore, so I can't get that mushroom. Sticky isn't here to help. Things are different. Yet it had no idea why it was calming. Oh, okay. I missed that one a bit. If only you could stick. But you can't even do that. Oh, see, so now I feel negative about something that I wasn't able to do before, that somebody helped me with, that now I feel is absent. I feel I'm undervaluing myself. If you'd not been so self-absorbed and egotistical, you might have been with Sticky if you hadn't. So it's my fault that I've separated with Sticky now, I'm feeling. It's just so hard. Wah. So now I'm blaming it all on me. And the truth was, yeah, the circle was a bit negative and Sticky didn't like that, but we had different opinions. Everything is hard on your own, right? And Sticky wanted to stay places and I wanted to push on with the journey. And that was okay. It wasn't all negative, was it? It was just different. Although in the game the circle did appear to be negative at some time. Oh, look, there's a mushroom, I've got one. That's better, I suppose. I don't even know what the mushrooms are for, so I don't know why we have a desire to collect them, other than I explained in the previous episode that I'm a bit of a whale, a collector. I like to get everything in a game. That just sent me around the house there, didn't it? Back on myself. And game companies know that about people, so they design games for whales, where you have to collect all the cards and things. There's something down there as well. Can I get down there? Nope. Interesting though, isn't it? There's definitely something down there. incomplete circle. I wonder if maybe we'll find another friend to help with our journey. Oh, this is a tilter. Do we want to tilt down there? Do we want to go down there? Should we try it? Okay, so we don't want to go down there. But again, a very strange, and we've moved from that hot zone to this dark, it's giving us time. This game now we've moved through a very simple platforming element, and it's given us time now to appreciate and take in the level, the design, the art, the style that we're now experiencing. I guess it feels very lonely again. You're alone, ALONE. Don't you get it? This is the negativity, isn't it? This is the darkness, the negativity in the soul. Dark grey. The world seems devoid of colour. And it's stuck there. Very clean game design. Yeah, I agree with that. Very clean. It's not trying too hard to say too many things, is it? It's being very very neat and tidy about its statements. Everything is much more fun when you have someone to talk to. And that, I suppose, what's good about that is it gives you, if I was playing this on my own without talking to you, it would feel even more lonely. And it gives you those spaces to feel things in a very clean, as you said, I like that word, clean, it's a good word for this, a very clean manner, very refined. In other games, you might, like in Mario's platform style, there's a lot of busy things in the world, there's a lot of visual glamour on screen, and you sort of take it for granted and just move through it quickly. Your aim is to move through it quickly sometimes, but this game's not doing that to you. It's giving you space and time. And it's gone a bit quiet, hasn't it? The abyss. I'm so close. I could jump in so easily. But does that mean you should do it? Just make up your mind. It seems the easy way out. Then again, then what? Just jump. But is jumping what you really want to do? This is about suicide, clearly. This is clearly a metaphor, analogy for suicide. And I'm going to talk about Wreckful briefly. Wreckful being a streamer, a hugely popular streamer, who, in my opinion, was one of the all-time greats, changed the platform, was there at the start, achieved the heights. He went through difficulties in his life. He ended up deciding to commit suicide. And one of the things he said before he did was about wondering if what was going to come next, if there was an afterlife, if there was a heaven, and he'd just find out. It was almost like he was making this statement that he was bored of life and was ready to find out what was coming next, if there was anything coming next. And it's tragic. It's absolutely tragic. He had so much more to offer. He had so much more to share. And he had so much more to see and experience, and he might not have understood that or realised it. And at the moment when he felt that low, because like all of us being kept in through COVID, he suffered with loneliness, but he was a special kind of person who suffered with loneliness as a standard feeling anyway. He'd been through difficulty in his life. His brother had committed suicide. He'd felt this dysfunction, this void, the sadness, the gap between himself and the rest of the world. He'd managed to bridge that gap through relationships, but some of those relationships were fleeting. Some of them were not what he thought they were. And as relationships in his life broke down, and he found himself at it must have been one of the lowest points in his life, he decided to take that option and to jump in. As I say, you've got other options, and if you can fight through the dark times, there will be more enjoyable things to come. And there may have been things in Retfall's life that if you look back 5 years on your life, 10 years on your life, and think, how did I think and feel back then? And is it the same as I think and feel now? Is there some common theme, or have I changed certain ideas? Are there some things that I felt really strongly back then that maybe I don't feel so strongly now? If you give yourself that time to let things pass and change, eventually we will all, sad to say, but we will all die eventually. So there's no need to jump the gun, poor choice of words. There's no need to get there quicker, and even if you're suffering, I've said this before, but if you're suffering now, then you're doing it, you're coping with it. You might feel you're not, you might feel it's breaking you down, but up to this point, you're still here, and you haven't given up, and you can do it, and every minute that you do it is another minute. And if you have to count it minute by minute, second by second, at times when you feel at your lowest, you just have to get through those 10 minutes, that half hour, those 2 days. You can't necessarily, you don't have to do these things alone. And if you're feeling like that, then I'm not going to bring up Samaritans on this stream. I'm going to put it in the description of the video. But there's a place you can turn, a person you can talk to, and your friends, your family. It's important to talk to them, because we can make a choice not to jump into that void, and in doing so, provide options, possibilities, and hope. And that's what you have to cling on to and hope and understand in the void. When you're in the void, it's hard to say, hard to do, but we've seen how easy it is for somebody who we all on this platform consider to be, I don't know, I can't speak for everyone, but I think the majority of streamers who were aware of Retfall considered him to be intelligent, positive, outgoing, charismatic. He appeared to have it all. He was not financially struggling. He was able to follow his dreams. He was producing a video game. He was living the dream life that so many aspire to, and yet he was in the void. He saw the void on a day-to-day basis, and we weren't able, as a society around him, and not just him, the others who follow that same path, who fall to the void, we weren't able to preempt it or to stop it. And there's a failing there. And I'm not going to say it's our fault, it's your fault, it's my fault. It's not. But there's a failing there in our society on the whole. And our society on the whole is failing, not just Retfall, but thousands of others on a day-to-day basis. And so, I'm just trying to do my little bit here when it's brought up to point out that that is not the best option. And it might feel like the easiest escape, but we're not here to escape easily. We're here to struggle and sometimes suffer so that we can enjoy. And some people say you can't see the good without the bad, you can't have the light without the dark. We're here to get through those things so we can take enjoyment from other things. And it won't always be enjoyable, and it won't always be the void. Sometimes it'll just be neutral. And earlier in this game, one of the characters made a statement to that effect, that neutrality was okay, that they didn't have to be ecstatically happy all the time, and learning to live with our feelings and to understand them and to allow them to pass, that's important. So I won't alight too much on that now. I've just done my little talk off the top of my head. Maybe it's something we can bring up again in Mental Health Monday. Certainly we should do an episode on suicide. It's a very serious thing though. And this is what this game has brought to our attention. Jump already, jump. I'll get you down here myself. Help. I don't like this. Interesting, when faced with impending Sticky's so much happier without you. The world will be a better place without you in it. When faced with that impending danger, your body's instinct is usually to avoid it, to seek life at any cost. Why did you go on this journey? Oh, I fell. Oops, that was not the right choice. Why did you go on this journey? You are a failure. And I'm sure we've all felt this negativity in our souls before, haven't we? They say depression is rage turned inwards, and that your frustrations and anger in the... Oh, gonna have to work the tilt here. Oh, we're gonna make it. Yes. They say that depression is rage turned inwards, and that your frustrations and angers with the world end up taken out on yourself. I feel like we missed the gap then, did we? Or are we okay still? Here we go, here we go. We have no sticky though, so where do we turn? Now I'm just going around in circles. Get off me tail. This is called kiting. If you've got an enemy chasing you and you're running away from it like that, kiting it. Kiting. It's a phrase used in computer games. Oh, I fell off. Hang on, no, that feels a little unfair. Where did I fall off there? I reckon. Oh, wait. He's made that fall down. It. The darkness. The dark. So I reckon we can go back on ourselves and pop down that little hole. Down the hole. Go on, circle. Go on, you little... And interesting, from a point of being facing the void, suddenly, when faced with threat, you want to live. You know, I can't stop falling. We've all felt like that sometimes. Without sticky, I won't be able to... Yeah, we're just going to have to go with the flow. But you've never had a problem going with the flow before, little circle. You've been alright. Oh well, never mind. Why am I even trying? Yeah, it's okay sometimes to just go with the flow. I'll just let go. But to give up completely, keep falling, away from the Cloudmaster into oblivion. Oosh. Well, that's not too bad, is it? Look. I have to escape. And that's why people choose suicide. They feel to escape. But we don't have to. We don't have to. We can escape in other ways. I need to hide. It is coming. Oh, where am I? Oh. Things are alright again. The circle there's a snail. The circle had escaped the angst, or at least it thought. How did I get here? This place feels different. Interesting sound design. The soft shh that's going on, and the fronds, the green. Again, we've got this really, capital K. It's pretty. They've got a real strong feeling being invoked by such simple graphics. And we see simple graphics in Unity games a lot. It's part of an indie development process to veer towards something more simple graphically, I believe, because it allows them more time to deal with the other factors, with a small team, the programming, the other things. But it doesn't have to be. Let it take me, honestly. No, don't turn to the void. Don't let the void take you. Black smoke powers. Yeah, I suppose we could all breathe. We could breathe it in. And also, it's important to note that black doesn't have to be negative. I don't know if it is racist that black is negative. Like with dark and light, there's been that contrast in concepts. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could investigate whether colour selection has been led by institutional racism another time. Because it's something I can't solve on my own brain. I'd have to do some research. But yeah, we've got darkness and light, we'll say, as themes. And a kind of wonder, a kind of positive, hopeful soundtrack now. They've managed to do a lot. They've managed to do a lot with a little. And as I said, some games seem to take that choice of minimalism in the graphics, maybe, and it just is a choice. It doesn't seem to be a strong... it doesn't transmit ideas in a strong way. But this really does. And bear in mind, it's a narrative game. It's been described as a narrative game. So they're using these other aspects of the art, the visual, the auditory, the interactivity, to provide extra emphasis to the narrative. The darkness, the levels speak of the emotion the narrative is trying to convey. Everything is so soft and fluffy. It's really nice. It feels great. Very soft. Making me think of being in bed. Making me feel a bit better after that dark and introspective element to that last level. Oh, just pushing through the fronds there. Another leap of faith. Leap into the void again, but this time a positive. Why can't I stop feeling sad and afraid? Well, the circle's incomplete. Oh, who's this? Oh dear. You look like something the cat chugged in. What happened to you, my love? Yeah, it's a long story. Do you have time? Of course, my dear. You go ahead. I just broke up with someone. Someone I really, really liked, actually. I thought Sticky and I would be together forever. And it just decided to grow roots. It sounds like the two of you wanted different things. I know. Yet still, it was so sudden. But don't you worry. There are better things out there. For a nice circle like you. It just decided to stay in the water. And I landed in a dark and scary cave. Interesting that the narrative of the story is now more analogous to the breakup. The scary cave was the result of the breakup. Sorry, I shouldn't tap the mic. Was the result of the breakup. I also got chased by a cloud monster. Sounds like it's been quite the adventure, poor thing. Let me comfort you. Is this my rebound relationship? Something comforting. Oh, hello. That's strange, isn't it? Wow, you can stick... Oh, I see, I'm like Velcro now. Yeah, just like what, my dear? Never mind. Oh, it's just like sticky. Oh, I see, look, it's a different form of the same feeling of completion, of togetherness. Going with you is like being in an eternal hug. I told you, did I not? We will get over this. You look like someone down on your luck. Besides, I like to help. It makes me feel... I don't know what it makes you feel, but I can't jump. I'm now unable to jump. So I'm going to have to use the sticky surfaces. Oh. No, can I jump? I can unstick. That's what I can do. No, I can unstick. But otherwise I'm stuck to stuff. Some bouncers there. Sploosh. Hey. Ooh, that was close. I've got a little feeling that I'm going to find the mechanics of this new combo a little more. What's on your mind, my dear? And when I was with Sticky, after being alone for so long, I finally found someone. Being together was so amazing. We were able to reach so many places. I just miss Sticky. I don't want to be alone anymore. Oh, look, I can go underneath. That's clever. It's way too much. There, dear. There. It'll all be fine. There. It'll all be fine. Don't you worry. So this is a strange... I think this is almost talking about rebound relationships and how... Where am I going? What's going on? I need to be over there. Oosh, no. And comfort, isn't it? Looking for different things in relationships. Requiring different things at different times in your life. Not being able to drop off that thing and over there off another giant phallus, let's be fair. I wonder if there is any deliberate phallic symbolism in this, or whether it's just, subconscious aspect of the game design. Yes, got over there. It all ended. And afterwards, I just feel so useless. Oh, I've missed the bouncers. Come on now, steady. Off there, boing. There we go. Boing. I'm just going to pause for a second just to tell you a little story about boing, which we will definitely edit out of the final YouTube version. There's a football club that I support called Birmingham City, and phallus is constantly in your subconscious. Well, now you've got two danglers to add to that as well. So you've got your phallus and your danglers there. Look. I support Birmingham City Football Club, and when you go to the football you sing songs, and so do the other teams. And we have a rival club called West Bromwich Albion, and when West Bromwich Albion play, their fans, they jump up and down like this, and they go boing boing baggies baggies, boing boing baggies baggies, because they're the baggies, that's their nickname, and they boing boing baggies baggies like that. And in response we sing boing boing fuck off, boing boing fuck off. The wit of the terrace, the wit of the football terraces. But I used to love it. I used to love that song. Here we go then. Oh no, oi. Splooshed, got myself splooshed then. Where are we going? I know I'm going to find this. Oh, all the way around there by mistake. Just let it go, and up we go. Now what am I trying to achieve here? I'm on that. I'm on me giant testy. Oh, this is slightly confusing my brain. Let's go. Yeah, this is hurting my brain. Oh no. Prepare for some sploosh action, team Puko crew. Ganji Puko warrior crew. Let's prepare for some splush action, because these fuzzy testes are testing me. Ooh. Oh, go on. Yes. Round and round we go. Where he stops, nobody knows. They seek him here. They seek him here. They seek him there. Yep, I'm up. I'm on the swinging knacker. Go on the swinging knacker. No. Oh. There we go. Come on. For knacker pants. Let's go for knacker pants. That's a word I invented, for knacker pants. Come on. Yes, the big fuzzy. And this is just the start of fuzzy land, isn't it? This is just the start of fuzzy for knacker pants. I don't even know what this character that's wrapped us up is supposed to be. Are they a caterpillar? With the funny voice. Right, I'm just going to do this now. I'm just going to do it. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to just do it. There's no stress, no worry. It's just easy. Stick to the... Yes, yes, yes. Round, round, round we go. Stick to the... Yes, 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 with your little creepy legs. Right, and now just off onto that, and then stick to that. Yes, yes. Whoa! Now there's some phallic action. Some flaccid phallic action. Don't fall in the water. Boing. Boing. Boing, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the swinging knacker. I'd like to see someone speedrun this. Maybe when we complete it, we'll look for a speedrun. It's probably not the most popular game, is it? But really interesting art style, choice of design. A really interesting... I'll tell you something else that we should discuss if we're discussing it as a piece of art. Look at that, the way they respond. Is the choice to make a game of this nature. You know, the decision. Oh, I've got a feeling we need to unroll this one. Just got a feeling that we need to get that unrolling. Like some creepy finger. There we go. Oh, I just got splushed. Come off it. And we're back here. Yeah, the choice to make a game about these themes, with these themes at the heart, is an interesting... I wonder if we can go up there. Oh, no. No, we're blocked off. It's an interesting choice, isn't it? And a lot of people... Certainly I haven't researched exactly the full catalogue of this team's games, but I'm assuming this is one of their earlier projects, probably their more recent successes. Now. Oh, I can do it from in here. Look, I don't have to be... Okay, don't sploosh. I can't read the words. Oh, we're only at the tail. We're at the tail. We're okay. We're lucky. We've just got the tail to do. Ah, interesting, actually. I can't jump, can I? That's what's doing me here. I can't jump, so I do need to be up here. And then over. Yeah, we're up. We're up. Yeah, it's an interesting choice, isn't it, to make a game like this, not knowing whether it's going to be popular, whether it's going to speak to a lot of people, whether it's going to sell a lot of copies, and it's kind of unique. Platforming isn't unique. Platforming is almost done to death, isn't it? But this, oh, I'm splushed. I was going for the mushroom. We're going to leave the mushroom because I understand the mushroom is attainable if I just go fast. Oh no, I've done it. I've got the mushroom. Boo shanks, eat that, have that. Don't even know what it does. Oh, now we're in the mushroom hole of difficulties. I want that extended out, please. There we go, just so I can hop off the end. Nicely, there you go. Yeah, a really interesting choice, isn't it, to make a game like this? As a designer, as a developer. I wonder what drove them to speak of these things, where the ideas came from. Oh, I'm pulling it over. Good, let's pull it over. Okay, we can live with that maybe. Look at us go. Look at us go. Oh, bouncy. Strange. That spins when we spin on it. Don't know if we can use that to our advantage or not. Bouncy. Oh. Still, I miss Sticky. My new girlfriend or boyfriend, or, you know, I don't know if that is a girl or a boy, that thing that I'm attached to. In fact, I don't know why I ascribed male and female characteristics to circle and sticky thing, but my new partner, was not impressed. My new friend, yeah. My new friend was not impressed by my missing sticky. But to be honest, sticky was easier to control. There we go. We're up here. Not bad, dear. Not bad, dear. I'm gonna have to remember how they talk. Well, hey. Oh no, that was a sploosh. I thought that was successful. I keep leaning off cam. I'm going to have to stop leaning off cam. Leaning off cam. I thought that was a success. But no. Here we go. Here we go. What the? Do you think it's going to be okay if we sploosh while we're attached to this? I can't seem to get through. No, we got ground into nothing. Go on now, it's... No. This is a bit of an obstacle and no mistake. I don't appear to be able to get on it again. Spin it the other way like that. Go on. Strange. Let it slow down. We'll just take our time. We'll let it slow down. It's not slowing down. We're going. We're on it. Okay, we're on it. We've got that. We're on the big testy. What do we want to achieve here? We want to swing that way, and then we want it to come back. And then when it comes back, we want it to be able to go around it. Nope. Yeah, like that. Nearly. This is something else, this one. That's going to swing me and get me crushed, so I don't want to do that. Oh, I need it. Oh, there was a little gap there, wasn't there? Oh, there's a gap there. We're through. Maybe we can go up there. Good thinking. Where's up there? What did you mean? Up there. Okay. Doing. There we go. Oh. Careful with your catty phallus. Now what? Stuck at the top now. Ooh. Cattail. Just go. Yes. That's a killer thing, isn't it? I'm starting to feel more like I have to... I'm stuck on the ceiling. Like I have to concentrate a hell of a lot more with this level. Because things are not as you expect them all the time. So used to not sticking to the surfaces on a platformer, for example, that just the simple concepts of like sticking and not sticking are providing difficulty. But just the right level of difficulty for someone like me. This is where I jump off. Oh. No. So sad. It's been amazing. I wish you'd been there to comfort me all along. I'm very happy that it helped. You're very capable, you know, even alone. And you'll be just fine. Yeah, I suppose so. Hey, wait, what am I even supposed to do now? Go on, my dear. There's even more adventure out there to be discovered. Okay. Let's do this. Go on, you circle. Oi! Yes. I did it. Saving. Or it looks like we're about to cross into another level. Or meet somebody. Or something. It's lighter over here. It looks like the end of the mossy areas. That was moss. Our friend Moss. Moss has got a funny smell in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of the smell of moss. A short relationship. Yeah, I think that was probably a rebound relationship. If they call them that, don't they? Something comforting. I mean, it's really interesting that such a 24% battery. I've got to watch that. I've got another one charged just in case. Really interesting, isn't it? What's your thoughts on this so far? That a game of such simple concepts, rolly circle, sticky circle, can be so deep. I mean, where does the depth come from? It's not really in the relationship between the characters, is it? It's not really in that, because you can have if they took out all the words, maybe it wouldn't feel as deep. Maybe it still would. Maybe the analogies, the metaphors, maybe the colour schemes and the landscapes would still bring that to the fore. But I kind of feel that it's the context that's given by the little sound quips, the little conversations, the things that the circle apparently wants, the things that the circle feels, the circle feels, the fact that it feels. Mario doesn't often say to you, I'm sad or I'm happy, does he, Mario? Sonic the Hedgehog has never finished spinning round the loop-de-loop and said, I feel incomplete. I miss Tails. It's very subtle what they've done here, very subtle, but very effective. Just a little bit of script, a little bit of writing. But it's not that, is it? It's not just a little bit. It's that somebody sat down and thought carefully about the things they're going to say and how they're going to say them. And they've come together with... Again, we're going to have to check the credits at the end, but I imagine there's a separate story artist, writer, to coder and maybe sound design, and that they have to come together and discuss how they're going to overlay their arts to make a complete art, to make a complete work that is going to speak in a certain way and provoke and invoke certain feelings. And they've done that through something simple, haven't they? Something really simple. Simple motifs, simple designs, simple things with depth, with character. Yeah, it's very clever, isn't it? Very clever. And the stories they're telling and the things they're talking about are surprisingly human. Yet the characters within the game are devoid of humanity in virtually all aspects other than their mind, their minds, their thoughts. I suppose the Pac-Man-esque simple circle, simple mouth, your simple smiley face, emoticon. Simple things are understandable to us on a really base level, aren't they? And maybe more understandable to more people than detailed, complicated things. But the simple things, love, loss, things like that, are actually deep and complicated. The circle felt very comforted after having spent... I've moved too quick, sorry. And once again ready to take on the world. So the mossy area made us comforted. This reminds me of Sticky. Wonder if it got to grow roots. That's sad, isn't it? Wondering. Not knowing. Oopla. Oopla. More balloons. Careful. No. What happened then? Oopla. Oppo. So beautiful. I wish I could fly. We've been here before. Have we not? Oopla. Simple game, no challenge. No need to constantly die. Oopla. But I'll tell you what, that is... They look so effortless. It's fun just negating this simple landscape. If I were flying, I wouldn't even have to jump. Well, the moly! The moly gone. I think we're going up. That cloud looks funny. Do you reckon we can jump on it? You're cheeky. Clouds look funny. There, the mouldy's gone. There he is. He's gone. There he is. He's gone. What's next? I believe this is going to give us some speed down this chute, isn't it? Oopla! Yeah! We skim the clouds, and this is a geyser. Whee! Also flying. So just taking enjoyment out of simple experiences. This is a nice, peaceful level. The flying is more funny cloud. The flying is... we used to do this thing on swings where we jump off the swings. Oh, hello. Existential angst is generally held to be a negative feeling arising from the experience of human freedom and... oh, hi, Circle. There you are again. Hi, Balloon Bush. You're repeating yourself. That's one way to look at it. Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Hey, who are you? Don't listen to it. It always tries to obstruct my lectures. It's nothing interesting to say except those lines from ABBA songs. Who cares? Very tired of being lectured about existentialism. Have you been here long? What seems like forever. I said don't listen to it. I was thinking, you know, perhaps maybe, well, if you want to, we could go on together. Woo, leaving that chatterbox behind seems like a sweet dream. Just whatever it said. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, we need clouds to jump. Okay, now I'm not jumping anymore with my button. I'm just sort of floating. Goodbye now. You don't have to listen to me anymore. Thank you. Thank you for the music, for giving it to me. We will be a good pair. Look at us flying. We're floating. Whee! Up, up the ziggurat. I'm flying. I'm flying. It's amazing. Better than I ever imagined. Alone. Finally alone. Freedom. Well, you're not alone, are you? You're with me. Thank you, Balloon, for going with me. I wonder if that speaks of leaving your family and, you know, going on into the world. I wonder if that balloon was its family. Why were you singing ABBA? Oh, I really like music. And I had to do something not to listen to that blabberbush all the time. Maybe that's just a different relationship they've broken free of. Interesting now that ABBA is a theme in this game. ABBA. Why ABBA? ABBA speak of positivity a lot, I guess. It's a bit about fun, isn't it? Oh, this is amazing. It is. I'm so happy to be flying freely. ABBA also speak about relationships. They had relationships with each other and broke up and things like that. But were really a pop band, weren't they? I suppose even pop music had more deep and meaningful themes at times, and the ability simply to lift us. Maui's playing a bit of Fortnite. I don't know who that is. Who's Maui? Is that a streamer? I'm not playing Fortnite. Another beautiful vista. I really love these. Yes, it's really nice. Do you feel that? The wind? Yeah. Do you think we can really fly now? Let's try. That's optimistic, isn't it? Woo! We're going fast now. There we go. Was that death? I think that was death. Hammer the buttons. Yeah. Aha! Hammer the buttons. Woo! Perfect. Fun. Oh, I missed a mushroom. Yes! So I could fly lower, couldn't I? Now. And now. I see. Hit the clouds. Yeah! Missed that one. Aha! Totally. On the beat. I missed that one. Da-da-da. Well, that was really fun and quick. Aha, that was amazing. I still have butterflies in my stomach. That was fun. I'm starting to love pop music too. I personally don't love pop music. I appreciate what I said there, that it's just, provides some uplift, but I like more depth in art. Just free, just flying wherever the wind takes you. But interestingly, I'm playing a piece of art that has depth, and it's talking about the trite. Oh, this is warming up now, it seems. And promoting the pop music in a piece of art that I feel has real depth. So there's something there, isn't there? That's something interesting. Where am I going now? Off into the sunset. Being in the air is so... Well, we'll never know unless I moved it. Moving the wrong thing here. Hang on. Not so bad, is it? I'll go wherever you want. Oh well. We saw it, it did it. Just put it back. Put you back up there. They popped up on my screen. I don't know how that works. What are we doing now? We're little. Journey of the Broken Circle. The clouds were like a nice dream, but the higher you climb, the harder you fall. Do you think I'm losing air? What do you mean? Like, do I seem less inflated to you? No, not really. It would be terrible if I lost air. If I lose a lot, I won't be able to fly. Okay. That looks like a bad cloud, doesn't it? Oh, we're going to have to hit it though. Oh, it bounced us. Look. This is freedom, right? I'm not quite sure about that. Is this really what I wanted when I left Balloon Bush? See, what do you mean? Obviously, we're a great team. Obviously, Circle's happy, but Balloon is not sure about the way Circle is taking them. Wow, look at this. Blue, a colour of uncertainty, maybe. Some architecture for the first time. Hello, you two. Oh my. Now, how is this slug thing going to talk? No thanks. What do we have here? Oh, a beautiful balloon, almost perfect circle. Hi there. I feel like I've known you forever. Maybe we met in another life. Or is it a bit too early to say? I think I love you. Well, that's a bit heavy from the first time I've met you. Both of you. That is a bit too early to say. Snail, what are you doing here? Well, Snail doesn't have a shell. And who are you? Oh yes, of course, sorry. I'm getting a little carried away. They used to call me Snail. Now I go by... Snail. And what are you doing up... And I can't tell whose voice is whose now. What are you doing up here? I came here to guard the place. And will find myself too. So you're here all alone? Oh yes, that's the only way. Heard some issues with others before. But why don't you come a little closer? I've been dying for company. This seems a little bit strange, doesn't it? And I really feel like I've known you forever. Both of you. Slobbering on us now. Hey, not so close, you're a bit pushy. We just met, do you think you could back off a bit? Yes, sorry. I've just been alone for so long. Don't cry, Snail. Is that why you came up here? Is that perhaps a bit extreme? I really wanted to change things. I've ruined all relations I had all the time. So this is definitely talking about relationships, isn't it, this game? It's definitely about relationships. But why here exactly? What is this place? What is this place? Yoink. And what's behind those pillars? That wasn't the snail. Oh, you did not know? This place is built to guard the sacred place of the Holder folk. You know, the Holder folk lives there. I mean, you knew, right? No, I didn't know. Something spiritual, right? Well, kinda, I guess. No, we didn't know. And what was the Hufferdog? Is it something dangerous? No, not at all. Well, I mean, I would not want to upset them, but most of the time they just mind their own business. So you're here to guard it? Yes, I guess you could see it in that way. Well, nobody really asked me to come here, of course. So what are you doing all day? Do you not get lonely? Very much so, thanks for asking. That's why I'm so happy to see the two of you. We should stay together, like, forever. You're staying for a while, right? We could have such a good time together, the three of us. I think we'll go explore a bit. Look, it looks like an opening over there. What do you say, Balloon? Let's check it out. Yeah, sure. See you later again, Snail. See you again, Snail. Sorry, Snail. Bye-bye, Snail. We're going this way. Don't go. It's dangerous, and I would really like to hang out some more. What do you say? We just need to discover this. See you later. That's a shame. But Snail has options. Snail does not have to stay there. Oh, we're up. There's a bell. Oh my god. Those look spiky. Okay, the clouds are spiky clouds, and we are not going to encounter the spiky clouds. I want the best. I kind of want the best for Snail, but also Snail was a little bit like creepy and slimy, and a little bit over the top. And whilst I do appreciate that we should want the best for everyone, Snail has options. It doesn't have to stay up there. And he's being a bit strange. That was nice, gentle descent. Well, we can be the snail's friend, but if the snail meets us at another point in the journey, maybe. Oh, yeah. There's a mushroom over there that we do want because, you know, sea trinket want, but should we go for it and risk ourselves? Oh, no. Mushroomed up. Oh, that was close. Just on these darker blue clouds now, just staying on the darker blue clouds so that we don't get popped. There we go. This is really serene, floating with the balloon. Ding! Whoa! The Eye of Cthulhu. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. Make your peace with that, and all will be well. Oh, I'm talking and I can't see what we're saying. Excuse me. I told you not to go in there. Now you better stay here. With me. Everything has an ending. Maybe it's trying to tell me something. Get the feeling. I get the feeling. You know, a bit of experience now. And I get the feeling that... where are we going now? We're not ringing the bell again. I actually did not know that could happen. Must be a Huldu. But never mind, I did tell you that you two were amazing, right? And that we should remain friends forever and ever and ever. I'm really sorry if I was too much before. I did not scare you away, did I? No, don't worry. I really just wanted to check that you're not mad at me or anything. I said don't worry. Oh great, if that's the case, should we make some plans for later then? You both have so beautiful surfaces. I'm dying to crawl on. You really can't control yourself, can you? Oh no, I did it again. All this time here and I did not learn a thing. Why am I always too much for everyone? I'm just longing so much for connection. Yet I seem to be pushing everyone away. There's some lessons here, aren't there? But perhaps crawling all over others is not the way to connect. But what should I do? Listen, I understand. We all long for some connection, but you come across as being very self-absorbed. I don't know how long you've been up here, but it does not seem to have helped much. Perhaps try to feel the situation a bit, instead of trying to constantly crawl over someone. Instead of instantly trying to crawl over someone. Yeah, try listening a bit. Okay, thanks for the advice. We're still friends, right? Of course. Let's go. Okay, I can't jump. Where am I let's go into? Down? Oh. Or is this the way I came up? Strange, isn't it? It hasn't given us much direction. We usually move right off screen, don't we? This feels like the way I came up, but we'll carry on. Okay, maybe not this way. It's gone quiet again, hasn't it? Is that some magic in the air there? What, go on? What, go on? Definitely not going that way, am I? Can't see you. Again, you're just leave me when we're getting somewhere. Screw you. Oh! Alright, okay. We can go up this way, though. There's another bell, which might lead us to some more discovery. I hope something good will come of this. More spiky clouds. And other clouds that can carry us. Oh, pop. Pop. Yeah, I say wagwan. It's Jamaican, isn't it? But it's crept into the British lexicon. We have a lot of Jamaica being a Commonwealth country. We have a lot of Jamaican. We have a lot of Jamaican people come to stay in the UK as they're part of the Commonwealth. They're part of Great Britain in a way. Probably not. I probably got my terminology wrong. They're probably just part of the Commonwealth. I've just got to concentrate for a second, otherwise we're going to get popped. And yeah, we have a lot of Jamaican influence in our culture. Everything from Bob Marley, popped. Everything from Bob Marley staying here and writing music while he was here to cuisine and other such things. And so the language does filter in, and the MCing, when I did drum and bass DJing and MCing, the concept of an MC itself, not rapping, but the concept of an MC is a Jamaican concept from the dance halls. Oh, I'm going to pop. Please don't pop. Just, and the MC would originally say things like, Pond River, Pond Bank, and basically instruct the crowd to dance in a certain way at the dance halls in between the DJs playing the records. And it became more, when drum and bass evolved out of the reggae tempo. Oh, I'm going to pop. Drum and bass itself evolved out of reggae dancehall culture, and the cross between techno culture, dance music. Oh, I've missed that one. I wonder if this is going to edit well, me talking about reggae and drum and bass and MCs. I wonder if that's going to have any sort of be relevant to anybody who watches this. But yeah, so the reggae culture, that's where MCing came from, and drum and bass culture was influenced so massively by. So I use words like wagwan because of that, because I've been an MC, because I've immersed myself in that sort of culture. Here we go. Drop. And just steady here, steady. Do not get popped. We're not worried about the mushroom, I just want to get through. That looks like a nice cloud there, but what's happening here? Come on, come on. We can't get up. We're going to need that bouncy cloud. Ooh, it popped. Okay, we're here again. So we'll go for the mushroom. We'll go back for the mushroom. We'll have a mushroom. Yeah, wagwan. Boing. Pop. Okay, this is going to require a little bit of concentration on my part now. Boing, 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 boing. Smooth. Phew, done. Not done. Look at these. This is reminiscent of. Do you remember when you were a kid and at the fair, the fete, at the school fair, there was always one of those games where there was a wire, and you had like a coat hanger shaped thing around the wire, and you move it, and if you touch the wire with the other wire, it goes, and you have to move it steady hand, pop. You have to move it along. I used to think that wasn't even a game. It used to frustrate me, and I didn't enjoy it. This, on the other hand, the smoothness of the float is still quite enjoyable to control, and it's again just provided us with just enough challenge to be challenging and to keep me concentrating, but without really frustrating me. Let's see what you've got to say, you great big funny eye. If we've had phallic symbolism, maybe this is some other form of symbolism. And I missed what it said. Sorry. I really wonder what that could mean. But yes, it's obviously better to be alone. Oh, you know actual Jamaicans. That's cool. Jamaica's a lot closer to America, isn't it, really? Sorry, I really did not mean what I said. Let's go back to being all chill and cozy, okay? Hey, it's pretty amazing. You think we made that happen? I'm pretty sure. Great with the eye, but hey, listen to me. I am really sorry. And I do think... Oh, I missed that one as well. A little bit of pacing of the text might be beneficial. But maybe it's my fault. Haitians. Oosh, let's fly. What are we doing next? Well, we can go up there, look. Hey, don't go. Pfft. Nothing good will come of it. Well, you know, we've been doing some good stuff so far, look. There's another bell there. My tummy made a noise. I don't know how I'm going to get to that bell, though. I'm not able to float that way so much. Get us out of here, circle. Oh, there we go, look. Popped on the giant spiky phallus. Popped myself on the giant spiky phallus. Let's go. Okay, this is some actual challenging gameplay again. Subtle challenge. Reminded me of the swimming levels from Mario. Pop. My tummy will now make noises because I haven't eaten anything, have I? Look, we've been on stream this whole time, and I'm walking the dog at 4 o'clock, so we'll have to delay gratification for tummy. But here we go. Marlow is a good boy. 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 Oh, hello. That's a cheeky mushroom. Shouldn't have gone for it. The temptation. I wonder if the mushrooms are just in the game to tempt you into making erratic and bad decisions, maybe whether that's a lesson to be learned, or whether it's just there for replayability value, pop, so that you have some reason to replay the levels to collect the mushrooms. I don't know. I'm gonna have to swing up and across here, aren't I? This is gonna be tough. How do I get my momentum that way? Because I can't swim through all of the... It's just a pop fest at the moment. We'll edit my tummy noise out of the YouTube version. Here we go. Easy does it. Look at that. Let's go. Ring a bell. Ring a ding ding. Where's all your Your ABBA quotes, Balloon. You've quietened down on your ABBA quotes. Oh, that was close. Oh, I just went for it a bit too much. Just a bit too vigorous through that cloud. Here we go. Just gentle this time. 1, 2. Let's just adjust that speed. There's the tummy again. We won't be able to edit that out, will we? If he's chubbling around like that. I have to eat something. Here we go. Here we go. We did it. We did. We achieved together. Ding! Let's see what the third creepy giant eye has to say. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. Okay. I mean... Wow! Did we discover God or something? What the... Alright. Well, that light is beautiful. But what's going to happen now, says Slimy Slugty. We will stick together through this, right? Look, you... Listen. Like, remain friends and all, okay? I feel so light and good. Me too. Oh, I feel like I'm losing you. I love you. The snail's got issues, hasn't it? The snail. Do you think we just had a mystical experience? It was pretty amazing, whatever it was. And it felt great. I don't know if it made me think too. I don't know if God... Like, if you meet God and it's just like 3 eyes like that. That wouldn't satisfy me. 3 eyes. And it was just like vague with its advice. But yeah, so here we are. We've had a mystical experience. Oh, battery 0%. So expect my face to disappear in a second. And I'll have to fix it quick. Battery exhausted. Let's just try and get to a reasonable point to a light. Oh, hello! The subtlety of the rainbows is so beautiful. You don't often see that. It's real, the way, when you really see a real rainbow in the real world. I'm going to move you around as well, chat here. I'm just going to move you around. And this is a good place to alight. I'm just going to get the second battery and chuff it in the camera, because we're going to keep going a little bit longer. Probably another, not too long now, probably another 20 or 30 minutes. And then we'll do continuation of this weekend, finishing with our discussion. Hopefully get it all done on Sunday, our discussion, and then we can Mental Health Monday. I'm just going to grab the second battery though, and you can look at this and think about it, and I'll make sure that I don't disappear out of the camera. Oosh! We've got it all going on now, haven't we? Look, green screen. Let's just squeeze your little battery out. I'm going to just, there you go, you like that. Pop your second one in. There you go. Nice battery for you. You'll enjoy that. You going to turn on? Yeah, you turned on. And are you still here? Still here? ICLE. Disconnected. We're back. Oh, look at that. All the settings. All the settings changed. So that's not good, is it? How have I done this? I believe the colour temperature is 56,000, and our ISO is up very high, isn't it? Let's bring that down. Oh, my tummy talking to me. That's going to be brilliant, isn't it? So here we are. I'm back. And we're talking about this beautiful scene. And there's not much audio to it either, is there? Let me just pause. Yeah, no, there is sound. It's just they've chosen to leave this this almost silent. Yeah, what I was just saying is that when you actually see a rainbow in real life, it is translucent, isn't it? It does allow the light through. It's made of light, isn't it? It's made of a refraction of light, and it seems to drift into nothing at the edges. It seems to fade in and out. The more you look at it, the stronger it appears sometimes as the sun shines, and then it fades as the sun fades. They've managed to capture that element of it. There's not much. They've used a lot of gradient in their backgrounds so far, but there isn't much gradient. They've decided to have the colours clearly banded on the rainbow rather than filtering into each other. But it's such a lovely scene, isn't it? The way the blue that we've been moving through before, the cloud, is giving way to this rainbow drenched vista. Look, whatever you're saying, I can't see it. Oh, I keep moving the wrong things. It's maybe even a rainbow. What does it mean? All right. But what about those dark clouds over there? They look threatening. And then we go to the next level. Okay, lovely. I'm not doing anything. It's doing it itself. Actually, this is not that bad. You see, we're good, even in stormy weather. I'm not doing anything. This is where I think this is a new level, so I want to pause so we can do this tonight together. But it's doing it itself, so I think I might as well just leave it. What should I do? Yeah, let's pause. Look, that's a new level, isn't it? That's a new level, and we've been running now for nearly 2 hours. 2 hours, basically. So I think that's a good chunk, isn't it? A good chunk. And after I've walked the dog, we can come back and continue. So that'll be about probably 6 or 7 o'clock GMT that I'll return. How have you been enjoying it so far? Are we enjoying Journey of the Broken Circle? I've been enjoying it. I'll tell you that I have been enjoying it. It's been a really subtle experience, but not. I'd say I've downloaded and played quite a few games that cheap, indie, interesting, diverse, but some of them just don't grab me. I just don't enjoy playing them as much. Certainly there's this glut of phone games on the market now, aren't there, that it seem to be easy to produce, reworkings of similar themes, whether they be platformers or shooters. And I think to myself, well, I've sort of played these sort of games before. I've played the best ones, I've played the best platformers in my time. So unless they're going to bring something interesting and new to the table, is it worth my time? And Journey of the Broken Circle as a platformer isn't bringing anything new and interesting in terms of mechanics. Not really. I mean, there are some interesting mechanics. It's a circle. You roll it. That's different. Actually, yeah. Let's be fair to this. That is quite different. We played Marble Madness maybe when I was growing up, a rolly ball game. But rolling the circle is a bit different. And they've subtly expanded on those ideas of giving you a different skill, a different mechanic. Sticky's friend that was also sticky, floaty balloon, something different to maneuver and manipulate the art with. A different way of moving around has created a different feeling in me, the player, in us, the player, from our feeling of control, floaty, stuck. It's created a different feeling. So really subtle things, but really enjoyable things to play, to actually involve myself in. And not enough challenge to feel frustrating, not enough challenge to feel really challenging, but then enough challenge to feel that you're doing enough in the game, but you're still moving forward at the pace that a narrative game like this, that a game where the focus is more on feelings, thoughts, ideas, and transmitting those feelings and thoughts and ideas and discussing them with the player. It doesn't need to be too. It doesn't need to have too many mechanics and too many. It's less about that aspect of the game, more about this other aspect. So I think it's got just the right balance there. I think it's hit a really nice balance. I was going to say something then about that as well. The playing. Oh, it's just popped out of my head. I just had a thought and it just went in and out of my head. But yeah, they've set a really nice balance in the structure of the mechanics. They're not over-exploiting them. They're not trying to drive it down your throat. They're there to keep you engaged. And that was what I was going to say. So, Marcel Duchamp was an artist, and he did some very interesting things in the field of conceptual art. He was the person who painted. He took a toilet. Okay, you're going to love this. Can we do browsing? No, I can't because I'm not set up for it. I'll just tell you these things and then we'll discuss them again in the future. But this is about context. So what Marcel Duchamp did is there was an art competition, and it was a prestigious art competition in his native country of France, the National Institute or something like that. You're allowed to submit a piece and it would be put into the competition. And his submission was a toilet, a urinal, and he, instead of just putting it in, he turned it upside down and painted a signature on it, Armut. That was one of his most famous works. It was called Fountain, and what he was questioning there was what art is and how context creates art. So by putting this item in the competition, it became a piece of art because he said it was. He'd applied paint to a surface. Why that's different from any other person's canvas and paint arrangement is debatable. So it created a debate and it created a discussion about what art was and about context. And one of the things he believed was that art is a conversation between the creator and the person who experiences it, and that conversation, when I say conversation, I don't literally mean it says words. I mean, you think things based on how it speaks to you, how this game has spoken to us, has created these conversations, these ideas. So he created a couple of pieces. One was quite famous because it's hard to explain, but he had these pieces of glass and he was creating something in between them, like an etching in this glass, and it was like half finished and he never really finished it, and he broke it, he dropped it and like cracked one of these pieces of glass. So it wasn't going quite as well as he'd hoped, this piece, but he exhibited it and said that fundamentally, instead of him finishing it, he'd driven it to a point where you could finish the rest yourself, where you could imagine where he was going with it. And it was that finishing it yourself in your mind that was the art. That was the art. The fact that you were having this conversation with the piece, and between you and the piece, you were creating something new that existed not in a physical space, but in your mental space, in this ether that surrounds us, this consciousness, in our collective consciousness, in the world's consciousness. Ideas are created and they exist between our abilities to perceive. You know what love is, I know what love is, but you can't hold it, and no one can. And when we're gone, will anyone be there to confirm that it existed? Those sort of ideas. The nature of ideas in this space was something that he was playing with in his art. He was creating by half finishing things, by putting objects that he had found or repurposed into different contexts and telling you that is art. It was creating a conversation between the artist and the audience, the consumer of art, and that conversation was the art. And that projecting ideas, in his opinion, was more important than physical manifestations. So you might not be the best painter, but if your painting made people feel the way you hoped, or if you if you could transmit your ideas through your work, then you were a good artist. If that conversation that the person was having with your work was the conversation you were trying to inspire, and maybe people go away and think something, maybe they think differently, maybe you're changing thoughts, maybe you're transmitting ideas. In his opinion, that was more important than if you could paint a very detailed picture of a face, or if you were a very good drawer of buildings, So these ideas about art that on the surface we take for granted, that being good at painting makes you a good artist, he was rejecting those and questioning them, and saying that being capable of transmitting interesting ideas made you a good artist. And so this game has that in abundance. It is subtle. It's not overusing art style to try and be overly sophisticated. It's not trying to present a game painted in oil paintings. It's presenting ideas. And okay, there are some less than subtle pointers. There are some great big road signs even that are less subtle, that are not that artistically how do I explain this? The big road signs are the writing where it said, "I feel bad, I'm breaking up," giving you a really clear cue, a really unmissable clear cue. But the more subtle art, the more soft and rounded art, was the things where the caterpillar scrunchy thing, the soft thing, surrounded us and made us feel comforted, where the balloon wanted to go its own way and felt unsure. They were directed by bigger road signs, some of these ideas, but then they became more like painted wooden, old, stuck in the ground on a slight wonk arrows, less sophisticated and more rustic, more, I don't know, more soft transmission of ideas, and all the way down to the point where that subtlety was inherent in the work, where the idea was being transmitted by more of a feeling, by the colour scheme, by the palette, by the change in tone. So it had a lot, didn't it, this game so far? We've still got to finish it. We've still got a few more levels. Let's just back to menu. Yes, because we did save when we just went through that level border. I just want to confirm how many levels we've got left. Dark place. We did that, didn't we? We did the Cloud Temple. Dark and Stormy we're on now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we should finish this evening, if not tomorrow. That's what we've got to look forward to. Yeah. And then after we finished it, if you want to look back over the videos, as I said, one of the best things to do, one of the things I've learned over the last week to be a good art critic, is to take time and spend time reflecting on the piece, with the piece, and to return to the piece on more than one occasion, many occasions, the more the better, to develop a relationship with the piece, so then you can speak on the piece on a much more deep level than if you just take it at surface level and have your first thoughts. So that's what we'll do. Fortunately, the videos are going to exist so that we can reflect on this for years to come if we choose to. And you can reflect on it simply by rewatching the videos. Cool. So you be good, my little puckos. I'm now going to get that doggy to the woods, and on my return I will probably have to wash the doggy, but then we'll be back on around about 6 or 7, maybe 8 o'clock. No, sometime this evening. That's GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. It's always midnight. It's always midnight. You be good.